Level 1, the Junior AV Tech. You show up at 6 a.m. You carry cable, heavy cable. You crawl under raised floors and pull fiber runs through concrete walls. Nobody tells you why. You just pull. Your supervisor barely looks at you. To him, you are a body. You are hands and knees. You fetch tools from the truck. You hold the flashlight steady. You don't ask questions. Your job is to stay out of the way and do exactly what you're told. You are making $24 an hour. The lead engineer on this site is pulling $180,000 a year. You can see him across the floor giving orders into a radio. You want that, so you keep your head down. You learn every cable type, every connector, every protocol. You don't complain. That's how you get noticed. Level 2, the Systems Tech. You pass the test. You understand signal flow now. You know the difference between SDI and fiber transport. You know what a pixel pitch means. You get assigned to the rack room. This is where the real gear lives. Servers the size of refrigerators. Processing units worth more than your car. Your job is to configure them. You follow documentation line by line. You don't deviate. If you misconfigure a single render node, an entire section of the display goes dark during a show. That section might be 15,000 square feet of LED. The client calls, heads roll. Not yours yet, but close ones. You work 14-hour days. You eat vending machine food. You sleep in a hotel 2 blocks from the venue. You are learning the system, but you don't own it yet. Level 3, the department lead. You are running a team now. Maybe 6 people. They look at you when something breaks. That's new. You are responsible for one subsystem, audio or lighting or video infrastructure. Each one is its own $10 million problem. You run the morning briefing. You assign the work orders. You track the deficiencies list. There are always deficiencies. A sphere show at this scale has thousands of integration points. Every single one is a potential failure. Your job is to close the list faster than it grows. Some days you can't. The list wins, but you document everything. If something breaks during load-in and you have no paper trail, the blame lands on you. Documentation is armor. You learn that fast. Level 4, the technical director. You are now sitting in the production booth. The show is running. You are calling the cues. You are the air traffic controller for the entire room. Audio is on one headset channel. Lighting is on another. Video is on a third. The director is in your left ear. The client is in your right. They want different things. Always, your job is to execute the show while managing both of them without either realizing they're getting slightly less than what they asked for. This is a lonely spot. Every complaint from the floor comes up to you. Every demand from the client comes down through you. You don't create anything. You execute everything. And if any single cue is off by half a second, you hear about it immediately. Level 5, the systems architect. This is where the money gets serious. You are designing the technical infrastructure before the show exists. You sit in a conference room in a Los Angeles production office. There's a 3D model of the sphere on a monitor. The producer tells you the show concept. He wants full immersive video. He wants spatial audio with 160,000 watts of speaker coverage. He wants haptic feedback seating for 17,500 people. He wants the floor to rumble. Your job is to figure out if any of that is actually possible. You spec the systems. You write the equipment list. That list becomes the budget. Right now, the budget is $80 million. You are the one who decides how it gets spent. That is a different kind of power. Level 6, the lead engineer. You made it. You are the top of the technical chain. The architect handed you the design. Now it's your build. Everything in this venue runs through your decisions. You have 40 technicians across 6 departments. They report to you. You report to the executive producer. That's it. There is no buffer below you. If a piece of custom hardware fails and the manufacturer says it takes 6 weeks to replace, you find another solution in 48 hours. And because the show date doesn't move, it never moves. The venue is booked. The tickets are sold. An $80 million production date is carved in stone. You carry 2 radios and a laptop everywhere. You sleep 5 hours a night during load-in. This is the job. The build phase. You have 8 weeks. The sphere interior LED surface is 160,000 square feet. You are responsible for every pixel on that surface, performing correctly on opening night. Your first 2 weeks are pure infrastructure, power distribution, fiber backbone, rack installation. You are pulling in 2.4 megawatts for the production systems alone. That's enough to power 1,600 homes. Every cable route is mapped in advance, but reality doesn't care about your documentation. Walls are in the wrong place. Conduit runs are missing. The structural team poured a concrete pad over a cable pathway that was supposed to stay open. You find out at 7 a.m. on a Tuesday. You have 3 hours to reroute before the next trade arrives. You reroute. The content integration phase. The creative team sends you files. These are not normal video files. A single 30-second content package for the Sphere is terabytes of raw data. Your render servers have to process it in real time. The first test screening reveals a color calibration problem. Across the entire lower bowl, 40,000 square feet of display is slightly warm. The human eye catches it immediately. The director sees it from the first row in under 4 seconds. You pull your lead video tech. You recalibrate 312 individual LED processors. It takes 2 days. The director approves the correction. Then the content team sends a revision file. You start the process over. This is not a crisis. This is Tuesday. The audio problem. The Sphere has 164,000 speakers built into every seatback. They work in concert with the overhead line arrays. Getting them to behave as one cohesive system is one of the hardest technical problems in live entertainment. Your audio systems engineer has spent 20 years on problems like this. He has not slept in 4 days. He plays a test tone at 80 hertz. He walks every single row. He marks anomalies on a tablet. There are 200 of them. Each one requires a manual adjustment at the processing rack. You give him a team of 6 technicians. You give him 72 hours. He gets it done in 60. That's why you hired him. The integration test. 3 weeks out, you run the first full technical rehearsal. Every system fires simultaneously. This is the moment of truth. Video, audio, haptics, lighting, and automation all live at once for the first time. Something always breaks in an integration test. Always. This time, it's the seat haptics in section 104. A firmware conflict between 2 vendors. 2 systems individually tested and signed off. They simply don't agree once combined. You get both vendor reps on a call. They argue about whose code is wrong for 45 minutes. You give them 30 more minutes to fix it, or you lock out one system and pull their contract. They solve it in 22. The final week, you are running 20-hour days. The director is in the venue every morning with new notes. Some are valid, some are impossible. Your job is to tell the difference without offending either side. A request comes in to add a new content layer to the ceiling dome 72 hours before opening. Your render pipeline is already at 94% capacity. Adding that layer pushes you past the stability threshold. You tell the director it cannot be done without risking the full show. He pushes back hard. You hold the line. This is the most dangerous conversation of the entire build, but you know your system. He doesn't. You make your case clearly. You win. Opening night. The house is full. 17,500 people are in their seats. You are standing in the technical booth at the rear of the venue. Your team is on comms. Every board is green. The show starts. All 160,000 square feet of LED come alive at once. The audio hits. The seats move. For the next 90 minutes, you watch the systems you built perform exactly as designed. Nobody in that audience knows your name. They don't know what a render node is. They don't know what 2.4 megawatts looks like. They feel the show. You stand in the back watching 4 system monitors, waiting. Nothing breaks. This is the life you chose.